Yesterday, ma, like we were discussing one case, but I could not complete as the time got over. We will once again see that case. Actually, this case, it is a record in the medical history for negligence, for carelessness. So let us see the case again. For under which definition I was telling you all this case? Under the definition, deficiency. What do you mean by the word deficiency? Yesterday we have seen defect and deficiency. Tell me, defect word in which context will you use, and deficiency word in which context will you use? I want an answer. Defect means what? You say there is a defect in this, defect in that.
Goods, ma'am, and goods.
Damage
Yes.
in the product.
Yes, yes. Defect is nothing but what? Something damage. Or you can call it as a fault. Or something you can call it as a problem. Or better word is imperfection. Opposite of perfection is imperfection. So usually the word defect, you will use it for goods. And the word deficiency, you will use it for services. We will see the one case relating to services, deficiency of services, and let us see the judgment also. The case name is Dr. Kunal Saha and Advanced Medical Research Institute. That full form is Advanced Medical Research Institute Hospital. That is a very famous hospital in Calcutta. So let us see what happened. Yesterday, I think I finished off explaining half of the case. We will revise it once again, and then we'll see the conclusion of the case. Husband and wife, Mr. Kunal Saha and his wife, Mrs. Anuradha Saha, both were doctors by profession. Both were doctors. Kunal Saha was a specialist in AIDS. He was doing research in AIDS. And Anuradha Saha, she was a child specialist, child psychology. She was a specialist in that. So both were doctors and both were citizens of America. So one fine day, they wanted to visit India, and they visited India in April 1998. They wanted to take blessings of their family, to start a family. So of their family members, they wanted to take blessings of the family members as they wanted to start their own family. So they visited India in April 1998. So what happened was, suddenly this lady, Mrs. Anuradha Saha, she has developed fever. She got fever, and because of fever, she had some rashes also. And what happened on 7th May 1998? See, they came to India in April. Within few days only, she fell sick. So she went to one clinic, and like, who was a doctor in that clinic? Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee. And what is the name of the clinic? Nightingale Diagnostic Center. That is the name of the clinic. And the doctor name was Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee. And she went to that clinic for the sake of fever and rashes on 7th May 1998. And you just see the mistake of this particular doctor. Such a reputed doctor he was. And you just see the blunder he has done, because of which what problem that lady has faced. Actually, that Mr. Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, he gave one medicine to that lady. That medicine name is, if you can, you remember the medicine. Otherwise, simply you can write as medicine sheet. I have written the case in detail, Accordingly, you can cut short. You need not remember what to say, medicine measurements and all. It's only for your information I gave it. So actually, the medicine name is Depo-Medrol. That is the name of the medicine. So actually, that medicine, Depo-Medrol, whatever is the medicine that doctor gave it to that lady, actually that medicine should be given in the form of a tablet, not in the form of an injection. It should be given in the form of a tablet, and that too only 40 mg. That too only 40 mg, and gap between one dose and the next dose, at least 1 to 2 weeks gap should be there. Again, I'm repeating, whatever medicine the doctor gave it to that Anuradha Saha, actually that medicine, it should be given in the form of a tablet. That too only 40 mg, and it cannot be given daily, ma. A gap should be given between one dose and another dose. At least a gap of 1 to 2 weeks should be there. But what this doctor has done, instead of giving that medicine in the form of a tablet, that medicine was given in the form of an injection. And you all know my injection will work faster compared to tablet. That too, how the injections were given, not one injection, 2 injections daily. And that too continuously for 3 days. It was morning, night, morning, night, morning, night. Just to think what will happen to that lady. And as a result, ma, that patients, that Anuradha Saha's condition, it has become worse. And she was admitted in the hospital. First, she went to clinic, ma, and this medicine was given by the Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee. But the condition became still worse. So she was admitted in which hospital? This hospital, Advanced Medical Research Institute. And in that hospital, ma, that Sukumar Mukherjee was working. You might have come across many doctors, they'll be having their private clinic. At the same time, they'll be working in the hospital also. If anything happens, you know what they'll say, you join in that particular hospital, because he'll be working in that particular hospital only. So usually doctors will do like that. They'll be having their personal clinic. At the same time, they'll be working in the hospital also. So this Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee was doing the same thing. He was having his own clinic. At the same time, he was working in that Advanced Medical Research Institute. So because of that medicine, that Anuradha Saha's condition became weak. So he told that lady to get admitted into that hospital. And when that lady was admitted in the hospital, 11th May 1998. See here. She went to the clinic on 7th. Within 4 days, the condition became weak. The condition became worse. So she was admitted in that AMRI hospital. And you see what happened in that AMRI hospital. Second mistake it was happened. Another medicine was given to that lady. And you see, this is the name of the medicine. Prednisolone. That is the name of the medicine. If you want, you can just write a second medicine, a steroid. And that second medicine, whatever was given to that lady in the hospital, actually, it was an extreme reaction to the first medicine which was given. Usually, whenever doctors give medicines, they will see whether the reaction will be there or not. Sometimes, you cannot mix two medicines at the same time because reaction will happen. So, when she got admitted in the hospital and that second medicine, whatever was given to her, it was an extreme reaction to the first medicine. Injection it was given, it was an extreme reaction to that. And what happened was, already her condition became worse and now it has become still worse. Already she was having rashes now. So what happened was, her skin was falling from the body. It was completely falling from the body. That much worse her condition became. And the blood vessels were visible from the skin. The skin was falling out. Her condition became very serious. And in that particular hospital, along with Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, 2 more doctors also were taken care of. Sukumar Mukherjee was the original doctor, the clinic doctor. He was working in that AMRI hospital also. So along with that Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, 2 more doctors also were taking care of that lady. And 3 doctors, made the condition of that lady still worse. And what happened was, during that particular time, when she was admitted in that particular hospital, that Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, because of some, seminar he had to give in USA, so he left to USA. That Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, he had to give a seminar in USA. So what he has done is 2 more doctors are there now. So he told that 2 more doctors, you please take care of my patient as I'm leaving to USA for some seminar. He had to give a seminar. Unfortunately, what happened? That lady's condition, that fellow, first doctor, he left to USA to give some seminar. Now, two more doctors were taking care of that lady. And because of that second medicine, wrong medicine which was given, her condition still became weak. And immediately what happened was, have a look at second paragraph. Her husband, Dr. Kunal Saha, from Calcutta, he shifted her to Mumbai. Have you all heard about this Breach Candy Hospital ma any time? Have you all heard about this hospital name? This one? It's a very famous hospital in Mumbai. So her husband, because the condition became very weak, very serious. So from Calcutta, from that AMRI hospital, she was shifted to Breach Candy Hospital in Mumbai. And unfortunately, she died on 28th May 1998. You just see, ma. First time she went to clinic on 7th May. And within almost 20 days, she died. She came to India in April. Just see her fate or bad luck. To see her family members, to get the blessings of family members, the couple came to India in April. And she died. Within 1 month, she died. Now, her husband, Dr. Kunal Saha, he filed a case on the three doctors. The three doctors of that Calcutta hospital, AMRI hospital. The Dr. Kunal Saha, he filed a case in the National Commission. He went to National Level Consumer Court. He filed a complaint saying that because of the carelessness of the three doctors, my wife expired. So I need justice. You see that the license of all the three doctors should be cancelled. That is what he wanted. He went to National Level Consumer Court. So you just see, what is a judgment given by National Level Consumer Court. How much compensation was given to him? See the highlighted sentence. How much compensation was given to him? Everybody have a look at this number. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So how much compensation was given by that National Level Consumer Court? 1.73 crores. But Kunal Saha was not satisfied with this judgment. You know how much compensation he demanded? 200 crores. He said 1.73 crores is not enough for me. I want 200 crores as compensation. 200 crores. And how did he calculate that 200 crores? Actually, his wife's age was 35 years when she expired, almost in 30s. So even if she had worked up to 60 years also, so still 30 years ka service is remaining, no? So 30 years into, remaining 30 years into the US salary, whatever she was earning. US ma, they will be earning in dollars now. Already that lady is a doctor. So in that way he calculated and he was demanding compensation of 200 crores. Now you may be thinking, what is this? Is he not bothered about his wife? He lost his wife and is bothered only about the money. Just see the later part of the story. He was demanding 200 crores. But he was given only 1.73 crores. So what he has done is, he went to Supreme Court. He went to Supreme Court. And you just see, 1998, the case was filed in the National Level Consumer Court. And the Supreme Court gave the judgment in 2013. He fought for almost 15 years. He fought for almost 15 years. You know, up and down he was going. I mean to say he was going to USA, again coming to India, whenever the case was there. So on 24th of October 2013, you know what is the judgment given by the Supreme Court? Everybody please have a look at this sentence. Highlighted sentence. How much compensation was given to him by the Supreme Court? When he went to National Level Consumer Court, he was given only 1.73 crores. But he was saying, no, 1.73 crores is not enough. The licenses should be cancelled. Their license should be cancelled. At the same time, I want 200 crores. And I don't want 1.73 crores. So again, he went to Supreme Court. So after fighting for 15 years, this was the judgment given. How much is the compensation given by Supreme Court, ma'am?
5.96.
Yeah, 5.96 crores. Along with the interest, it amounted to 11 crores. It is a record, ma. Till now, ma, this much 11 crores amount, till now to no patient it was given. It is a record in the history of medical negligence. Till now, 11 crores to nobody, no consumer it was given. The judgment was given in 2013. She died in 1998. Almost after 15 years, the judgment, he fighted the case for 15 years. Now you may ask me a question, ma'am, he demanded 200 crores now. Actually, you know what this person has done? This 11 crores ka compensation, whatever he got, he did not take along with himself to USA. You know, this 11 crores compensation, he donated to a charity, he donated to a orphanage, and he left to USA. You know what he was saying? I demanded 200 crores. It's not for my sake. I wanted to teach a lesson to that particular hospital. I wanted to teach a lesson to the 3 doctors, because even I am a doctor. That's the reason I demanded 200 crores. Already he was very rich man. He was having his own practice in USA. He was a specialist in AIDS treatment. That is what he said in front of the court. How many ever crores you give me compensation, it will not be enough. You cannot get back my wife. We both are doctors. And that 11 crores, he distributed to that orphanage and he left to USA. But remember one thing, what is that he was demanding? The license of the 3 doctors should be cancelled. And you know, by that time, you know, 15 years, after 15 years, judgment was given now. Out of the 3 doctors, 1 doctor expired because they became old. By the time judgment was given, out of the 3 doctors who gave her treatment, 1 doctor expired, 1 doctor was in 90s. And about Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, he was not to be contacted anywhere. And personally also, they have to pay compensation of 10 lakhs each. That was a judgment given. This 11 crores, it will be given by the hospital. And that personally, 10 lakhs each doctor should give it to Dr. Kunal Saha. But one of the doctor died. Another doctor who was surviving, that old doctor, he was saying, now I became old, I'm not earning anything, so I'll not be able to pay the 10 lakhs. Now I'll tell you the reason why the license was not cancelled of the 3 doctors. The truth was, you know, Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee was the chief medical advisor to Miss Mamta Banerjee. Who is Mamta Banerjee? Do you all know who is Mamta Banerjee?
Chief of Kolkata, ma'am.
Chief Minister of Calcutta. And Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, the first doctor who treated that lady, he gave wrong injection, no? That he's such a reputed doctor. He was the chief medical advisor to Mamta Banerjee's government, the present Chief Minister of West Bengal. Because of the political influence, the license was not cancelled. And you know, Mr. Kunal Saha was not quiet. 2013 judgment was given. Again 2015, again he filed a case. After 2 years, again he came back to India. Again he filed a case in Supreme Court saying that I want the license of, though 1 doctor expired, I'm not bothered. Remaining 2 doctors are there now. You cancel the license. And you know what did the judge say in 2015, Supreme Court judge? And I was really surprised, by reading it, what the judge said. The judge was saying like this. He was saying, you don't want your wife to let her soul be in peace. Already she died. You will not get back her. So at least you see that her soul may rest in peace. Is it you don't want her soul to rest in peace? Why you want to open the case again and again? Already the case was closed in 2013. Already you fight it for 15 years. Even we judges are even we judges are human beings, it seems. That was the judgment that Supreme Court judge was giving. Even we judges are human beings. Even we do mistakes. So if they do mistakes, then where can a normal human being can go? We cannot cancel the license of the remaining 2 doctors who are alive. Better stop fighting the case. If you want your wife soul to rest in peace, take back your case. Don't fight for the case. Whatever we wanted, we have done. I mean to say, enough punishment was given to doctors, it seems. Already they became old. One doctor died. More than this, what you want? Anyhow, you will not get back your wife. 15 years you fight it. Still, how long you want to fight? That was a judgment given by Chief Justice of India. If you want your wife's soul to rest in peace, don't fight for the case. That is what the judgment given. And you know, this AMRI hospital, such a, what to say, that hospital authorities are so careless. You just, if possible, after my class is over or after the classes, just refer to the net and see. In 2011, fire accident happened in that AMRI hospital, such a famous hospital. And you know, why that fire accident has taken place? Because of the short circuit, because of the carelessness. 95 people have expired. Among that 95 people, some doctors were there, staff were there, patients were there. For 2 years now, that hospital was closed, Advanced Medical Research Institute, in the year 2011. And again, it was opened in 2013. That is a specialty of that hospital. So this is the best case for negligence. Negligence, or maybe you can say deficiency of the services. Longest case fought in the medical history for 15 years. And this is a record compensation, 11 crores. But ultimately, Dr. Kunal Saha, he did not take the amount for himself. He gave it to the orphanage and he left to USA. But only thing, you know what that Mr. Dr. Kunal Saha was saying? If the same case has happened in USA, or if the same case has happened in other European countries, the government would have cancelled their licenses. Only in India we are seeing such kind of political influence. Being doctors, that is what Dr. Kunal Saha was saying. Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, the first doctor, such a famous doctor, he was a medical advisor to Mamata Banerjee government, such an experienced doctor, how can he commit such a big blunder? But ultimately, though he got the amount, what will he do with the amount? He cannot get back his wife. So this is a case relating to deficiency of medical services. Please, everybody, go through these 2 paragraphs, and I want anybody to explain it to me in simple words. You need not tell me all the medicines names, ma. In 3 to 4 sentences, you just finish off. I want anybody to explain the case to me. It's already 10:30, make it fast. Almost 25 minutes we have taken only for the explanation of this case.
So ma'am,
yeah. Let me, shall I, you want me to keep this open, or without seeing this only you'll be able to see? Okay, let it be open. Yeah, ma, tell off.
okay ma'am, the case is between Dr. Kunal Saha and AMRI Hospital.
Yeah. What is a couple name? What is a couple name?
Mr. Kunal Saha and Mrs. Anuradha Saha.
Yes.
They were both doctors and citizens of USA, and they they came visited India in 1998 because
Okay.
they were to seek blessing for their child from
Yeah.
their family. And
They
but then
wanted to actually, they wanted to start a family of their own. So they
yeah.
wanted to seek blessings of their parents. Yes, continue,
Yes.
continue.
So, but then again, Mrs. Anuradha Saha's health was deteriorated, and then she was admitted into the hospital, AMRI hospital,
Yeah.
and the doses given for her health or illness was not appropriate, and it was it was really very much what you say. It had another reaction, and it was
Yes, yes.
completely
And
uh, deadly.
first time she went to one clinic, no? First time she went to one clinic.
Yeah,
So,
Nightingale
yeah,
Diagnostic
yeah.
Center.
Who was the first doctor who gave treatment to that lady? What is the name of the doctor?
Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Continue, continue. Continue.
Uh, and then like she complained about acute pain, fever, and rashes. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she was admitted, and
Mhm.
she was given doses of 80 mg of
Yes,
dipom
yes, yes, yes. Double dose, double
injections,
dose. Yes,
double
yes.
dose in
Ah,
3 days
ah.
continuously, like.
Okay, okay.
And the recommendations for that was 40 mg at a minimum interval of 1 or 2 weeks between the
Yes,
doses.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
but her health obviously deteriorated again. Matlab, it was not at all improving, and then she
Okay,
was admitted to AMRI hospital. Or
okay, okay.
yeah, and
And
then
then what happened?
then it was like an extreme reaction to the drug. Like it
Yes,
was happening,
another
and
second medicine was given to her and
yeah,
first reaction. Okay, yeah.
extreme reaction. But Sukumar Mukherjee he already left for US for a prearranged visit, leaving Anuradha
Okay.
to take care of by like dermatologist Bharam Haldar and physician
Yes.
Bani Roy Chaudhary. There
Okay,
were two
okay.
other doctors who
Okay.
were like following the instructions of Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee. And
Yes, yes.
again, her health become really ill, and it was like extreme reaction. Her skin was like completely coming out of her
Yes.
body, and like
Yes,
it
yes.
was horrible situation. But then
Okay.
again, she was shifted to Beach Candy Hospital in Mumbai. But
Yeah.
eventually, unfortunately, she died on 28th May 1998. But Dr.
Okay.
Kunal Saha filed a case on those doctors.
Uh,
Like it was a utter blunder, negligence by the National
yes.
Commission, and it was like, but he filed a case, and then
Yeah.
they were to be asked like compensation for 1.73 crores,
Yes.
and he was not satisfied at all. But again, he appealed to Supreme Court and
Supreme Court. Yes.
delivered like after
After
15
how many
years.
years judgment was given?
Yeah, and the judgment was given after 15 years on
Okay.
24th
Uh,
2013 that he would be awarded by like compensation of 5.96 crores, which along with interest amounted to more than 11 crores. But still, he was not satisfied because he demanded 200 crores. See,
yes.
30 years of experience and 30 years of, again,
Yes.
it might would have been more
Yeah,
if
yeah. If she was alive. If she was alive.
yeah,
Yeah.
if she was alive. And according to obviously US income, she was
Yeah.
and this case was recorded in history of medical negligence in India. But still, again, after passing the judgment, he again came back to India, filing a case that no, I do not really want this compensation for myself. I really want to teach them a lesson, and
Yes.
their license should be cancelled. But it
Yes.
was cancelled because Dr. Sukumar Mukherjee was in influence with the political leader,
Yes.
Mamata Banerjee.
Okay.
So he was a medical advisor, chief
Yes.
medical advisor of her. So
Yeah.
it was all a political play that was going on. So that is the reason. And even Supreme Court judge, the judge who I was actual judge, was actually passing a judgment saying, "What is this? You do not really want, to your
I
wife
to rest in
wife's
peace.
soul to rest in peace. I mean, how could you say like that?"
Uh,
And he was frustrated, and he was saying, if it was happened, if it would have happened in US, no, their license should be, it would have been immediately taken. No
yeah.
matter who you are, no matter what, in which position you are, the judgment would have passed immediately. But in this kind of thing, in political play, political, influencing happens only in India. So
Yes.
that is what it is there.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
So usually, I meant to say, uh, he was fighting without getting married. See, if he wanted, now he could have married. 15 years is a very long time. If he wanted, he could have married again. And another thing is, it was love marriage of both of them, Dr. Kunal Saha and Anuradha Saha. He wanted his wife to get justice. The license should be cancelled so that another person, see, they both are doctors, they know. But ultimately, by the time the fifth judgment was given, one doctor to died. One doctor, both the doctors became old. By that time only they were very old. That is a problem with the Indian courts now. By the time your turn comes now, the person will expire or the person will become old. You know, for such kind of things now, fast track courts should be there. So this is what happened. So now let's go on to next definition, ninth one. Next definition, complainant. See, usually both are relating to each other. Can you see? Ninth one is complainant. 10th one is complaint. First we'll do complaint, then we'll go on to complainant. What is a complaint, ma? What is a complaint? You'll say, I lodge a complaint. In consumer court, you'll give a complaint, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so against what you'll give the complaint?
Any problem?
Yeah, whatever is a problem. So complaint is nothing but it is a written allegation. Allegation means whatever problem you are facing, you are mentioning it either in writing. Now, as per Consumer Protection Act 2019, you have online also. Online also you can file the complaint, but there also you'll be typing now. You are not giving it orally. Whether typing or in written, it is written only. So it's a written allegation made. Against what? Against what are you complaining? Bit number A, you see. Remember, we have done the definitions of these two. Unfair trade practices, restrictive trade practices. Any wrong methods used by the seller, against that you can give the complaint. Then you see bit number B. If the goods are suffering from any problem, if there is any problem in the goods, if there is a deficiency in the services, or if the seller or the producer, if he is charging more price, can you see excess price? Or if the seller or the manufacturer or the producer, if he is manufacturing any goods which are dangerous to the life and society of people, I mean to say safety of the public, dangerous to the public and the society. So against all this, you can give a complaint. Again, I'm repeating, complaint is nothing but it is a whatever problem you're facing, you are mentioning it in writing. It's a written allegation. Against what you are giving the complaint, whatever is the problems. If there is a defect in the goods, deficiency in the services, or against restrictive trade practices, against unfair trade practices, or if the seller is charging more price, or if the producer or the manufacturer or the seller, if he is manufacturing any goods which are dangerous to the life and safety of the public, so you can file a complaint against all this. Now the question comes, who can file a complaint? This one. Can anyone tell me who is a complainant? Normally, who is
files the complaint?
One who complains. Now the question comes, who can complain? Is it individually you can complain, or even a association also, group also can file a complaint? Let us see now.
Both.
Yes, both. Now these are the complainants. Don't think, usually whenever the word complainant comes to our mind, usually people will have an impression that complainant means only one individual. No. You know what is law saying that? It's not one individual. A group also can file a complaint, it seems. Government also can file a complaint. Let us see how now. So complainant can be any of the following. First one is consumer. It means one individual person. Bit number B, you see. Consumer association. Consumer association also can file a complaint. Then third one, C. State or central government also can file a complaint. How come state or central government can file a complaint? How will they become a complainant? Only when you buy something, then only you'll be called as a consumer, na? Then how come central or state government can file a complaint?
Ma'am, central or state government also can buy things from others, private individuals.
Yes. Now, do you all have an idea about the ration shops, ma? Ration shops, where government will be providing the daily necessity items to the below poverty line people at a subsidized rates. Kerosene will be given, rice will be given. Now, from where this, now you see, for schools, midday meals will be provided, free breakfast, free lunch, whatever it might be. So government also will purchase rice, wheat, dal and all also. Na? So from where the government will purchase all this? From the merchants, from the producers, from the manufacturers. So in that context, state or central government will become the consumer now. When the government is providing so many social service facilities to the public of India, they have to purchase now. Now, example, schools only you take, whether national level or Telangana government. Free breakfast is provided to children. Free lunch also. Government hostels also if you take. So there again government should purchase all the items. So there in that context government will become what? Consumer. So government also will have a right to file a complaint against any producer or against any manufacturer or against any seller. Then bit number D you see. Bit number D you see. What is this one? One or more consumers having same interest. It means what? Is it complaining as an individual or complaining as a group?
Group.
Group. Remember, 2019 Act, we have done this. I'll tell you. Wait. Rights of consumer as per, yes, this one you see. I'll just put it down. Yes, this one you see. Here I explained to you all. As a class. What example I gave you all? Actually, as per old act also it was there. As per new act also, it is continued. Only thing is online also I can file a complaint. That is the thing. So what is the meaning of complaining as a group? What example I gave? When can you complain as a group? Is it when all the members in the group face same problem, or each one is facing different problem?
Same problem.
Same problem, yes. So when can a group, as a group, consumers can file a complaint when all the members, all the 50 members face the same problem? Then as a group, as a class, that is called as class action. So as a class, as a group, they can go to consumer court and they can file a complaint. Remember I gave the example of like 2H and 2P students. They booked a flat with me. I'm a builder. You booked a flat with me and you gave me the advance also. Unfortunately, what happened? Because of the low quality of cement I was using, some of the workers have expired and whatever amount you have spent, everything has gone waste. So all the 2H and 2P students, 50 students, suppose you think if you have booked a flat with me, all the 50 students have faced the same problem now. So as a group, you can file a complaint against me. Similarly, I gave the example of, remember, hostel. Suppose you think in a hostel, the quality of the food is not good. Food poison happened. So as a group, parents or anyone, relatives, if the person expires, yeah, bit number E you see. In case of death of the consumer, legal representative can file a case. As an individual or as a group. And keep one thing in mind, when can a group go and file a complaint? Only when the all the members of the group face the same problem. If each one is facing different problem, they cannot go together. They should face the same problem. Then they can go and file a complaint as a group. So this is a definition of complainant and complaint. Now the last definition. Wantedly, I kept this definition at the last. What is the name of our unit? What is the name of our unit? Consumer Protection Act. So now you should know who is a consumer. Till now, we were using the word consumer. My question is, can you call everybody as consumers? Bit number A, you see. Very, very important mark, consumer definition. It will come in your internal also. Consumer definition. You cannot call everybody as consumer. Bit number A. When can you call a person as a consumer as per Consumer Protection Act? A person should buy the goods for personal use, it seems. And that too for consideration. What is the meaning of for consideration? You should pay for it. Only when you pay, only when you pay the charges, then only you'll have a right to file a complaint. Remember I said in case of this one case, if you are getting anything free of cost, services definition we have seen yesterday. If you are getting any service or if you are getting any goods free of cost, you will not be called as a consumer. Only when you are paying for the services, first you do your responsibility, then only you will have a right to file a case. So the first point under consumer definition is whom you can call as a consumer. When a person can go to consumer court, he should buy the goods for consideration. He should make payment for it. If he is getting any goods or services free of charge, he will not come under Consumer Protection Act. He cannot go to consumer court. Where he can go to other courts, not under Consumer Protection Act. He will not fall under Consumer Protection Act. Now, what is this for personal use? Now, I'll tell you two examples. Listen carefully. You tell me, out of these two examples, which fellow can go to consumer court? I am taking A and B. One person by name A. One person by name A, he purchased one television set, only one TV for his house, for his personal use at home. Again, I am repeating. I am giving you all two examples. Two people, person A, person B. I am talking about person A. He purchased, he made the payment. He made the payment. He went to one showroom. He purchased only one TV for his personal use. I mean to say for his home purpose. And unfortunately, you think that the TV is not working properly. Now, second example. Second example, a person by name B. He has got one electronic showroom. He is doing some business. Electronic showroom shop he has got. A person by name B. And you know, in electronic showroom, 10 TVs, 20 TVs will be there. No? From where he will purchase that fellow B? From where he will purchase that 10 TVs? From the manufacturers, from the Samsung manufacturer, from the LG manufacturer, from the Sony manufacturer. He's having one electronic showroom. So in that now many refrigerators will be there, many TVs will be there, many washing machines will be there. Now example, I'm talking about person B. He purchased 10 TVs for his shop, for his showroom from Samsung manufacturer. Again, I'm repeating the two examples. A person A, he purchased only one TV for personal use. A person by name B, he purchased 10 TVs for the sake of his shop. He was having his own electronic showroom shop. From where he purchased that 10 TVs? From a Samsung manufacturer or from Sony manufacturer for the sake of his shop so that he can sell it to customers. Now we'll take a situation. One TV purchased by A is not working and 10 TVs purchased by B for the sake of his shop are not working. Now tell me, out of these two people, who can go to consumer court? Is it person A or person B? Who can go to consumer court? Is it person A who purchased for personal use or person B who purchased 10 TVs for business purpose?
A.
A. So keep one thing in your mind. You cannot call a person as consumer as per Consumer Protection Act if he is purchasing any good for commercial purpose. Bit number D you see. Sorry, bit number A, B, C, D, E. Sorry, this is E. Bit number E you see. Consumer does not include a person who obtains goods for resale. Why did he purchase that 10 TVs from Samsung manufacturer? For the sake of reselling to the customers. He's doing business there. So for any commercial purpose. So if a person is purchasing any goods or services for the sake of doing business, he will not fall under Consumer Protection Act. Now you may ask me a question, ma'am, where that fellow can do his 10 TVs are damaged now? Is not working now? He can go to normal court. He can go to normal civil court or he can go to normal criminal court, but he cannot go to consumer court. That is what I want to say. So when can you call a person as a consumer as per Consumer Protection Act? You can call a person as a consumer when he purchases goods for payment. Again, I'm stressing the word for payment, under payment. I mean, so you should pay for the services. Anything if he's getting free of cost, he will not be called as consumer under Consumer Protection Act. Then second thing is, if a person is doing business, if he is purchasing any goods or services for the sake of resale, for doing any business, for the sake of shop, he will not fall under Consumer Protection Act. He should go to other courts. And one more thing here you see, that payment can be made immediately or deferred. What do you mean by deferred, ma? Later on you'll make the payment, but payment should be made. Anything if you are getting free of cost, you will not be called as consumer. You cannot go to consumer court. You have to make payment and it should be for personal use. Then, if you are buying any goods or services, ma, as self-employment, ma. What do you mean by self-employment, ma? Any guess? You know, some people, they don't want to work under
Business.
No. Business, again, it is totally different. Business people will not come under Consumer Protection Act. Here you see the example. If a person has only one item, one car, one auto, one truck, one sewing machine, and only he is working on that. But if he is having 5 computers and he's opening a typewriting institute, again it will be called as business. One auto, he only is driving for self-employment, for the sake of his livelihood, then he also will be called as consumer. But keep in mind, only one he should purchase, and he only should drive that. One sewing machine, tailor. When you buy goods for the sake of self-employment as a livelihood, he also will be called as consumer. But he only should use it. But if he purchases 5 to 6 machines, then he will not be called as consumer. If he purchases 5 to 6 cars and give it on hire, he will not be called as consumer. Only one. We will continue, ma. The time got over, I think.